Greetings to all the members of the community of the South African National Defence Force. My name is Brigadier General Nsizwa Skhosana. I am the General Officer Commanding of One Military Hospital. As the President a few moments ago has already shifted the alert level in the country to level 3, that was for a purpose. It means the second wave of the COVID pandemic in our country is really hitting us hard.
We have been adhering to normal protocols, social distancing, using of masks, sanitizing hands, and all other precautionary measures that we have, including the enforcement that the government has put. Despite that, our cases have been going up, and we are aware that in many instances, people have not been adhering to that as well.
Our medical resources have been extremely constrained, and we are finding that even people with low comorbidities are requiring intensive care unit admission as well as mechanical ventilation. None are being spared.
This is just a message from the military perspective to reassure members that we have done everything in the past months to make sure that the hospital, One Military Hospital, is ready to be able to mitigate against the pandemic. Unfortunately, as you know, as is the nature of pandemics, we are quite overwhelmed. The hospital is filling up very rapidly.
The second wave of the COVID-19, it is catastrophic to us as nurses. We are currently experiencing a high admission rate of males. As we interview them coming in, it is the super spreader events. They are either coming from parties or events where they were in a closed environment.
We are losing family members of the South African National Defence Force at quite an alarming rate. This message is sent out to all of us to join hands together.
Just think about all the frontliners that they are risking their lives, risking their families by coming and taking care of you. So help us, do your part, and we will do our part.
This is a time like no other time. We know that as the military people, wars are fought with weapons, but we are facing another kind of an enemy that is still taking lives at a very alarming rate. We are seeing, as I've just mentioned to you, a number of attrition increasing, people that are needing hospitalization is also increasing.
The experience I have with the second wave that we're experiencing now is COVID infections are not only affecting old patients and patients with comorbidities, it's affecting everybody, every age. So all I'm saying is take care of yourselves, try and sanitize, wear your mask, and social distance.
And it is really an appeal to everybody. This war is not going to be won at the hospital level. This war is not going to be won in intensive care units of One Military Hospital. But this is a war that has to be fought right where we are, at every moment, at every time, in our own households and in our behavior. I therefore want to reiterate what the leadership of the country has said, the leadership of the South African National Defence Force, that as a community, the importance of our role in this country as a last line of defense, we have to make sure that we adhere to all the prescripts of social distancing, hand sanitizing, and also adhering to all the other prescripts in terms of mitigation of this virus, so that we can be available to fight this virus in terms of all the other roles that the country calls upon the South African National Defence Force for. This is an appeal to all of you that the One Military Hospital will do everything in its power to play its role in terms of mitigation. Our staff members who are working very hard and relentlessly are also now facing a very high rate of attrition in the form of them contracting the virus itself as they try to mitigate against it at the hospital. So as much as we may have resources, but the one important resource that we can never replace is the human resource, and we are currently under strain. And for us really to mitigate against this pandemic is for all of us to put hands together and adhere to all the prescripts to prevent us contracting this virus so that we would remain relevant in our country. I wish all of you and the entire community of the South African National Defence Force, and indeed the country as a whole, that God be with us and all other deities that we believe in to be with us as all of us put hands together and stand against this enemy that is on our shores. I thank you.